Now, disclaimers are needed. I tortured myself. I have started to read my Bible. I know, crazy, right? Just made a massive mess on the ground. Let's give this a go. It needs a little more sweetener. Every time I try one of these, I'm just like, bruh. I make this same latte every single day. I know what I'm getting into. There's no surprises in flavor here. Welcome back to another video on my channel. I feel like last video I was telling you guys I got back from a vacation and I was getting back into the swing of things, but we just got back from another trip. So now I really have to get back into the swing of things. We've had my husband's family over at our house for I think like 2 weeks total from the time that they came, from the time that they're like leaving, or maybe a little less than that. We've been out of town for a week. We're in a different time change, so the kids' sleeping schedule is off. They're waking up earlier than normal. It's a whole thing, okay? It's just, the house needs to be reset. We need to get back into routine. That's what this vlog is all about. I'm also gonna be sharing some potty training advice later if you guys are curious about that. I know some of you guys have toddlers or babies, and you're in like the stages of having to figure that out. Feeding the kids their breakfast, that's what they're eating or not eating. I don't know, they're just not like wanting to eat anything right now. Their appetite's pretty low. Also, I guess I should say, if you guys are new here, I basically create content that is inspiring mothers to focus on their wellness, their productivity, and enjoy their lives, not just live for the weekend, but enjoy every single day throughout the week with their kids. So if that's what you guys are interested in, check out my channel because I have more on there. But anyways, I guess I'm just going to show you a little bit of the stuff in our house that needs to be reset. So first of all, this all needs to be unpacked and put away. Our bedroom is a little bit messy. It was way worse yesterday, but this is where the kids have been sleeping, like one in the closet, one out here, because the bedrooms have all been taken up. So yeah, we're just in need of a solid reset. What? You need help? Okay, I'll help you. So you guys know, if you watch my channel, that this is my favorite coffee creamer. Costco started carrying them in the big ones. Love that creaminess in a latte. But I will share with you guys, my husband's family loved putting this in their coffee. This is also from Costco, and it's just like a new maple syrup I haven't seen there before. It's vanilla bean infused. So you guys can see, like, there's an actual vanilla bean in there. I've not tried it because I'm not a huge fan of maple syrup coffee, but maybe I'll give it a go one of these days and let you guys know, because it smells incredible. If you guys are looking for a really clean syrup that obviously just has like one ingredient, this would be the thing I would try if I were you, if you're interested in maple syrup. Like I said, I'm a little bit more of a creamer girl. So I did want to show you guys that Caraway sent me this saute pan to try out and let you guys know what I think about it. I have only used it a few times, so I'm going to keep updating you as the weeks go by. Basically, I'm sure you guys have heard of them before, but Caraway is a brand that specializes in clean, non-toxic cookware. So you just know that you're not going to be getting all that Teflon. They are ceramic coated, so that makes them extremely slick and non-stick. I chose this creamy white color, and I really do love the way it looks. I think they have black, green. It feels very sturdy and high quality. Like you can just tell that they've put effort into crafting their products. Comes with a lid. One thing that absolutely drives me nuts is when things stick. As a busy mom, I just want something super fast and simple and easy. I don't want to have to sit here and play with the science of heat and oils and all this stuff. Like I just want to throw my food in the pan, know that it's not going to stick. It's going to be an easy cleanup afterwards. That is what I've been loving so far about this pan, just the ease of how to use and clean it, especially with little kids. I don't want to spend a million years in the kitchen, so check out Caraway if you're interested. Check the links in my description box for this. Like I said, I'll keep you guys updated, but so far I have been loving my Caraway saute pan. Let's get into the rest of this cleaning, this house reset. There's a lot to get done. I was just in the full swing of cleaning my house, and I'm forcing myself to stop because we need to go to the gym. I don't feel like going to the gym, nor do I really want to stop because I have a lot to do today. Thank you. He just made a massive mess on the ground. But we're gonna go because going on the days when you really don't feel like it is sometimes the most important thing. Like you just have to stick to discipline, have to stick to your routine if you want to see long-term results. I recently read a book called Atomic Habits on my Kindle, and I read it in like a week because it was so interesting to me and I just like zipped right through it. I do recommend that book if you are struggling to build long-lasting habits and basically just like the lifestyle that you want to live. If that is a struggle for you and the gym being one of those things, read that book and see if you can learn something new from it. So anyways, we're gonna go to the gym today, regardless of whether I feel like it or not, and I'm gonna pack up the kids. Let's go. When we get back, we will continue with the housework. That sounds and mess that you were hearing, this is what it is. This was gifted to us, and honestly, with little kids, these are not the most practical things in the world, but the kids love playing with them. Basically comes with a drill, and you like to screw into the drill and like drill them into there. Anyways, the kids love this toy, but it is definitely very messy. Ready? Oh, wrangling toddlers to get into the car and then get somewhere can be a challenge, okay? It can be a task, but I've always found it so worth it to get my kids used to getting in the car and going places. It's just like a muscle. The more you do it, the more comfortable you get, the easier it gets. Anyways, I know it can be really hard to find the desire to leave sometimes, especially if you're like expecting and you have toddlers. That's a whole nother story. Get them used to going out and about. Train them at home, obviously, but also use out and about opportunities to train your children and teach them how to behave in public, how to act. It really does make life easier when the kids just know what to expect when leaving the house. I did want to show you guys my garage. I did organize more of it yesterday, and I basically labeled every single bin. Like for example, this bin says, if you guys can see, it says baby swing, baby bottle parts, kid winter coats. Like I tried to be as specific as possible just because it makes life so much easier when you know what's in all of these bins. Our garage has a long way to go, but we do have things to get rid of. I also did organize our garage pantry. This is basically where all the things that won't be affected by humidity go. We have like household products. We have, I don't know what this is doing there, but we have like beans. We have more beans and stuff. And then our shoe situation still needs so much help because this is me organizing it, but it's just really hard to organize because we have so many shoes and not enough organizational space. So if you guys have any recommendations for how you should organize, let me know. What is up? We just finished at the gym. Really quick, if you guys have extremely dry lips and you're struggling to find a chapstick that actually works, I'm just gonna tell y'all about this brand. It's called Edam. I did a ton of research because lately I've been struggling with dry lips so bad. Like I'll put on a lip balm, and I have good lip balms. Like I've got the Tree Hut one, I have a Mario Badescu one, I have several lip masks. Nothing works. Like we have had an exceptionally dry season here in Tennessee. I got so sick and tired of having to apply lip balm every 10 minutes. So I did my research, you guys. Not sponsored. I wish I was. Summer Fridays, this were the top 2. Summer Fridays is so sticky. I hate the consistency. I feel like I'm just sticking my lips constantly and I hate that feeling. This stuff, you guys, I'm not gonna spend too much time talking about it, but I'll just tell you, it lasts forever. I genuinely feel like I apply it and it will last hours later. Like even when the shine has gone, the moisture is locked in. Also, the applicator is this stainless steel cold metal tip, so it feels amazing. I only use this when my lips are really dry because it's expensive, okay? So I don't want to waste all of it. But if you have a bunch of lip balms and your lips are fine with them, don't go buy this, okay? Only buy it if you've been struggling with dry lips and you just really want an amazing lip balm. Only if you need it, okay? Because if you're the girly that's got like 15 unused lip balms and you know who you are, use those lip balms, okay? Let's head home. The gym was good. I felt really weak, but I pushed myself and I feel really good that I went. Okay guys, I have a quick update on the backyard. Every video, I show you something that we do. As you guys remember from my last vlog, I showed you guys how we had a bunch of trees just sitting there. Well, they've been planted. We actually ended up spending more than we anticipated because we bought a whole water line, because realistically, these trees are gonna die if we don't water them every single day, and there's a ton of trees that needs gallons a day. So we installed the fence a few weeks ago. Now we have all the bushes in, or the trees. These are privacy trees. We also installed a drip system / water line, whatever you want to call it. We have all the trees along this side of the yard, but we have all the trees, the rest of the trees on the other side to grow and create privacy there. We have 3 little trees left. We might give 2 of these away to my parents and then keep one for like the corner of our property. That's the update on that. Another thing that we did was moved the gravel. So we had a bunch of gravel sitting all over here. Obviously we built a fence. You can drive in, but we like to just park out there now. So we moved all this gravel from here out, and let me show you. This is our mini excavator. It's very, very tiny. This is what it looks like. She's just a tiny little one. This was all just grass before. And then as far as this, we're just probably going to plant grass here eventually. There's still a lot of gravel left that we dug out because there was just like layers and layers and layers of gravel. So this is all gonna eventually turn into grass, or we're gonna put a pool here in the future. Who knows? That's the update on the new driveway, new trees. Slowly but surely things are happening around here, and my husband and I keep saying we're done. We're not spending any more money. And then we do. But I think truly, I think we're done for now, for a long time. So anyways, I feel like I've just gone through wars, through battles, through hardship upon which seldom have seen. I've been on my feet from the morning they hit the ground this morning at 6:30. I've literally been on the go. I just meal prepped for the 4 past hours. So it is now 2 o'clock. I put the kids to bed. They're sleeping. If you guys want to know more about my nap time routine and how I have an easier time with that with my toddlers, go ahead and check out last week's video because I discussed a little bit there. But for this segment, I wanted to just sit down really quick with you guys and talk a little bit about potty training. Now, disclaimers are needed, okay? Because first of all, I have only potty trained 1 child. So there are moms out there who have potty trained 4, 6, 10 kids. And there's some people who work in childcare who've trained dozens upon hundreds maybe of kids. So I am not an expert, therefore I will not be sharing my methods or my tips in the actual sense of what it takes to potty train. I'm just gonna be sharing some general advice because I have been on the struggle bus with this, and I wanted to just share a little bit of an insight from a first-time mom that has potty trained my kid, and kind of just encourage you guys out there. If you just wanna see my perspective on it, then here is that. So the very first thing that I would say is don't rush it. Just wait. Okay, let your child be more than ready. My biggest mistake was trying to potty train my first when she was 18 months old, because I had read all these things about how there's like a small window where it's ideal to try and train him at 18 months. I bought into the whole like, oh, I don't want to have 2 kids in diapers. I was pregnant with my second. So I tried really hard. I tortured myself, and she was just way too young. She was not ready for it. Now I get some kids are, but I would argue that from what I've heard, the vast majority of children do much better and they learn faster with less accidents when when they are older. It's just really hard for a child under the age of 2 to be able to be in tune with their body enough to know when they're about to pee or poop. It's not even that bad having 2 kids in diapers. For a straight up year, I had 2 in diapers, and it's not that bad. And I almost argue that it's less hectic because if a child poops or pees, you can change them when it's convenient for you. Whereas when a little kid needs to go to the bathroom, you have to drop what you're doing and take them. So anyways, don't rush the process, just wait. I tried when she was 18 months, and I tried again when she was 24 months, and I tried again when she was 2.5. And the time that it successfully worked for me was when she was just about to turn 3. It was a very fast process. She was old enough to know her body. She was old enough to understand what I was saying. She was talking by that age. It was just such a breeze compared with all the times I had tried to force it in advance. I feel like I just was excited too to try potty train a child, but there's just no rush. Okay, so that's my first bit of general advice. Just wait. Don't rush it. They're gonna have the rest of their lives on the toilet, okay? Just take it slow and chill. Commit one time. Do not go back and forth. I have heard from some moms that they like the idea of like introducing the potty and then seeing if the kid wants to use it after nap times or asking them when they wanna go. I tried all that. Listen, I think I tried almost every single potty training like method there was. I will just say commit once. In my opinion, it confuses a child to like have them have the choice. Like, do you wanna wait, use the potty? Or like have a potty out and be like, do you want to go on here now? Oh, you don't want to go? Okay, that's fine. You don't need to go. The kid is just going to be like, oh, when I'm in the mood for it, then I can use a potty. It'll be like 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Now, again, some moms have found that it works best for them to like slowly introduce the concept, but just in my experience and what worked for me, again, this is just what worked for me, I would say commit one time, okay? Because a mistake I made was like committing 4 times and we're like, okay, we're done with the diapers, sticking to the toilet, and then I realized, oh, she's not ready, which is why you don't want to rush it. Don't go back and forth. Don't give them the option that today they can use the toilet if they feel like it, tomorrow they don't have to. Oh, this week we're going to be more strict on it. Next week we're going on a vacation. Oh, tomorrow we're busy with friends, or we're going to church tomorrow, blah, blah, blah. That confuses a child. Don't give them the choice if they want to this time, but not next time. Keep it really clean cut and simple. Children thrive on boundaries. And so when they see like, okay, we're done with the diapers, we're done, we're moving forward, it's going to be a lot better mentally. But this also works best when the child is old enough. So if they're really young, they're not going to get it. But when they're older, like almost 3 or even past 3, they're going to understand the concept of like, we're done with diapers, we're moving to the toilet now, you know? The last thing that I would say is expect regressions and don't become discouraged. We potty trained my daughter really fast. I think it was a total of like a week or 2. She was like literally perfectly doing it, and then she would fall into regression. So it's been a couple of months now, almost half a year, and she's been doing really, actually over 6 months, because we actually potty trained her before she turned 3. She's been doing really good, and she doesn't really have accidents often. But I will say for weeks there, we had 0 accidents, perfect score, and then suddenly she'd have a day where she'd literally go on herself 2 to 3 times a day that day. So just understand that this is going to be a process. Like, I think it's a lot easier and less messy if you wait till they're older. Just from my experience, they were still going to have accidents. So expect that. Don't be like too harsh on yourself or too harsh on the child. Just expect setbacks. Like, it's not an indication that maybe your kid's not ready yet. It's not an indication that you're failing. It's not an indication that they're not getting it. It's just, it happens. So I think with my next kid, I think it'll be a little easier because he has, you know, he sees her going to the bathroom on the toilet. But I still think I want to wait as long as possible. That is just honestly my best piece of advice from a first-time mom. I don't know, maybe I'll have a kid that like begs me to do it at 2 years old. I don't know. Anyways, that's my little quick potty training advice. Nothing to do with potty training methods. If you want, look up some videos on YouTube. And actually, a big piece of advice is talk to the women in your life, preferably moms who have a lot of kids who have done this multiple times. Sometimes the older generation forgets details, but just try and ask moms around you. I asked almost every mom that I could what they did and if they ran into this and if they ran into that. And obviously every kid is different. So your kid may be very much not like those moms' experiences had, but it's just helpful to hear from other experiences. So as far as the actual method, just do your research, talk to other moms, and try out whatever you think you want to try out. I won't be sharing my methods until I've gotten a few more kids under my belt successfully, okay? Anyways, I'm gonna go shower. So as you guys see me, I'm just like weighing out everything here. I basically run a small meal prep business for someone. I do this just on Wednesdays. I just batch a ton of meals. I did 16 meals, 5 snacks today. I make muffins every single week for this meal prep, and I've always used to just spray the pan, but it would get stuck and add more calories to the muffins. So I ordered these on Amazon. This is the only one that stuck because I pulled it out a little too fast. I ordered these silicone reusable muffin tins, and you guys, get these if you don't already have some, because I feel like this is so much easier than the paper ones that can get soggy and sticky, and they're obviously way easier than like scrubbing out the pan. Super cheap. I got a pack of 24, $10 or something like that. Definitely worth it. And I'm just gonna pop these in the dishwasher because they're dishwasher safe to wash them. And as for a little home update, I wanted to show you guys my new wall sconces. I'm so excited about these. These are just sconces that are rechargeable, which I come from a family of electricians, so this is kind of offensive to them, but it was a lot easier than wiring the wire through, which my husband was more than willing to do. That's actually what he wanted to do originally. Bless his heart for wanting to do that, but I told him, I'm just like, let's do it super simple. Let's just get chargeable ones. These ones come off the wall like that. To charge, you just plug it in and they go back on super simple like that. I just got these because I have started to read my Bible. I know, crazy, right? I started to read my Bible at my bed in the morning and the evening, and it was really hard to do that without lamps. I literally would turn on the TV to have a light to read in my bed. So this has fixed the problem, and these are dimmable. You just touch it like this, and as you see, like it dims itself pretty low. Like this is a really good low light, and then you can just get it back up just like that. I'll be linking these down below from Amazon. I think they were like $60 for both together. If you guys are looking for a cute little way to soften up a room, add some ambiance, and actually practically just have a light somewhere, these are definitely the ones. I like that they're movable so I can move them to the other parts of the house. Also, what I have in my room to add ambiance are these like plug-in fairy lights, which I'll also link down below. They just plug in there, and I do that every single day. It's like a little ritual in the morning to just plug in my lights. I do have an Amazon storefront that I will be like linking down below. You guys can see just some of my favorite products. It's not a lot. I just have a few things on there because honestly, I don't want to have too much. Like there's no reason to have an Amazon storefront filled with garbage. I will say I like to encourage moms to be on a budget and to spend wisely with still having a little bit of fun here and there. As long as it's in the budget, it's good, right? I want to put this little caveat out there that when I mention products that I like and I put the links down below, first of all, it does help us out if you use the links to purchase at no additional cost to you. It's just like an affiliate link, so we get a small commission from it. But also only buy things if you need them and if it's in the budget, okay? Do not just go and buy random things that influencers or random people on the internet tell you that they love, because you need to spend money on what brings value to your life, your family's life. So if getting a pair of bowl sconces or some ambiance lighting like this is going to do that without breaking your bank, then go for it. But I just wanted to say that because this vlog and this channel is about my life. I do mention what products I like, what works for me, what I've been loving lately, or blah, 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 right? But I don't want you guys to just feel like this is constantly pressuring you to buy this stuff. Like you honestly just need to need this stuff, okay? I hope to do more financial videos in the future, but one of the things that I'm really passionate about is not just spending money on number one, mediocre things that you don't actually love, and number two, things that you don't actually need. I'm all about spending your money, okay? But doing it wisely and in a way that makes sense for you. Everything I show you, take it with a grain of salt. One of my greatest spending tips is add it to your wish list and think on it for 2 weeks to a month. And if you still need it and you have the money for it and it's in the budget, then you can get it. I just wanted to say that because I know that watching certain influencers can really make me want to spend more money than I should. So I don't want this channel to do that to you. I'm just genuinely showing you what I like and what works for me. Okay guys, I am dressed for church. It's just this long dress. I think this is from Amazon. My mom gave it to me, so I honestly don't know. I have the kids loaded up in the car. I realized I never showed you guys my hair after I've gotten it touched up. I lightened it just a little bit around the roots and just added a few more highlights in there. Nothing crazy. Definitely think it's gonna be one of my last times going for a long time because girl, it gets expensive and it's not great for my hair. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next one.